Hey everyone, and welcome to a new Wrote for a Q video and a match. It's a match. Haven't done a few matches for a while, and back to basics. I'm just recording a commentary track. I'm not doing face cam or anything like that, mainly because I've got a bit of a bad chest at the moment, so I'm expecting to have to start and stop my commentary quite a lot. So bear with me. And this is a match against Brendan, who's been on the channel before. Brendan is another YouTuber, not a snooker YouTuber. He's a van life YouTuber or a stealth camping, van camping YouTuber. His channel is called Brendan Explores, if you want to go check him out. And Brendan's become a pretty regular playing partner for me over the last few weeks. Now the sort of Shrewsbury League season's finished, we basically play pretty much every Monday and also a few other times. You know, there's probably going to be quite a few videos featuring Brendan on the channel coming up in the next few weeks because of what I know we've filmed and what I know we're going to be filming in the future. And hopefully they're not all going to be routine matches. They're all going to be pretty close. I don't film every match we play, and I don't also put every match up on YouTube that we play, because if one of us is not playing well, I don't feel like it's worth putting up. But if we both play pretty well, or if they're close frames and matches, then I'll put them up. That's the way it's going to be. So start this match with it's a 2-frame match basically, only because it's only 2 frames because that's all we had time for. Yeah, so decent safety shot from Brendan. Left this red a little bit up the table, so I was just trying to avoid the middle pocket and get round, and just caught in the jaws a bit, but it's kind of okay. Left this tricky one for Brendan, and actually he doesn't have to do much to get out for the black, as long as he doesn't go too far actually and snooker himself, which what he did, but he missed the red as well, which is a shame. So not left me anything to go at. Possibly a red to the middle, but I'm just going to play a safety shot as long as I don't go in off. Yeah, that's okay. Probably should have tried to play that a bit thinner and get closer to the baulk colours, I think, but it's made this more of a difficult safety shot actually, because he's coming at the red more of an angle. But he still played it pretty well, and the white is definitely behind the baulk line, so I'm going to leave that red where it is and try and come off this red to the right of the pack and get round the back of that other red. But I didn't quite get it as thin as I wanted, and consequently I've left Brendan a little bit of a chance, half chance. This is a pretty tricky cut into the left corner. You would have to go up for the blue or baulk colour. He's played at a pretty good pace to get up for the blue, but not got to the pot, unfortunately. So we're just warming up. We didn't do any kind of warm-up, so this is just us called straight into this frame. So it takes a little bit to get going, but trust me, it is a very interesting frame to watch. In fact, both of these frames are pretty interesting to watch. Second frame will be coming out tomorrow. So Brendan's just trying to roll up and stick behind the blue here, and he's just hit it a little bit too hard. It's very tricky though, with being close to the cushion. He couldn't stun it as much as he wanted, so having to play the rest here. Just trying to get down for the black. Now here I wasn't convinced I could hit the black first at the right angle, so maybe was worried about the foul, and because of that I didn't quite get to the potting angle of black. Maybe I could have done, it's difficult to tell, but it was definitely close, and if you hit both balls at the same time then it's a foul. So again, Brendan just clipping off the pack, but he's not managed to avoid that middle pocket, but it's okay because the cue ball's gone over to the rail on the side there, which is, these are my least favourite type of cueing shots, and I've hit that actually far too thin. Having hit them a bit too thick in the opening exchanges of this frame, I've hit that one too thin and got a bit of a rescue kiss off the green there, a bit of fortune in my way, but should be okay for Brendan to play the safety shot off this red and back around. Yeah, nicely played, good weight. Needs to run a little bit. Yeah, that's okay. Could have done with running a little bit further, but still nothing on. The black's in the way of any sort of shot to nothing really, so just trying to swing it round. off 2 cushions and back to the baulk cushion. Now, can Brendan get to clip this red in by the left corner pocket, or is the black slightly away? I don't think it is, but it's still quite a thin cut. And he's actually hit it too thin. But is he going to get a second chance? Oh, I thought maybe there was going to... Well, he's covered it. I'm going to try and come off the cushion here. I was trying to come off the cushion and put that red on it, but I didn't quite get the angle right. And now I've left Brendan a chance. He's turned down the red on the left corner. I don't know if he can get past it because of the black. Oh, and he's hit that a little hard, trying to get up for the blue. And missed it. But he's covered, again, he's covered the red for me, but he's left this easy one to the middle. So I'm going to play this one to the middle, try and get on the blue, and then try and get on the red on the corner pocket. That's my plan. I got nicely on the blue, so just need to get, as long as I don't snooker myself on this red on the corner pocket, then I should be able to get, well, it's about the right sort of distance down the table, but I could have done with it being a foot off this side cushion. As it is, I can now only put topspin on it, really, so trying to get around the back of the black, but I actually clipped the black and end up not quite touching ball on this red, so I can just about get through to the, is it the pink or the pink? I can just get through to the pink. But then I fouled and touched the red with my cue when I wasn't paying attention, so give away 6 points. Sorry, just taking a sip of my coffee there. That was very close from Brendan, and he's managed to not leave me too much. This one to the middle is tricky, but if I can just roll it in, the blue and the pink are waiting, but not quite. And again, left Brendan this one. Should be able to just screw back slightly for the pink. He wants to be just slightly higher than straight on the pink. Oh, but he's missed as well. He's not quite warmed up yet, Brendan. But trust me, he does get going. And rest shot for me. Should hopefully be able to get on the black coming off the bottom cushion, but I don't quite get enough on it. And I've got a similar situation before, as I think there's enough gap between this black and the red to get to the block potting angle. But I know it was tight, and consequently that, because it was played on my mind, I ended up missing it. But rather that than give 7 points away. Especially since the black's now gone a bit awkward and that red's covering the pink to the middle, which is a little bit different. But a good pot from Brendan. He's very unlucky not to be able to get past, and he's now having to play the black past this red. It's a good line, but it's not got the legs, which is very unfortunate. And well, it's not left a pot of me, but it is quite an easy safety, so there's no point. Well, I think I might live to regret this. I think I probably should have played this. I put Brendan back in. I've used the rule where you can ask your opponent to play from there. And unfortunately, if it had been like a free ball, it might have been a different story. But yeah, he's going to try and screw back behind the black, which is a good shot. It's what I should have played. Rather than asking Brendan to do it, but he's not quite snookered me, so I can just get to the edge of these 3 reds here and just get round past between brown and yellow and to the baulk cushion. Hit it a little bit hard, but I have left this thinnish cut to the middle for Brendan. So if you keep seeing heads walk past at the bottom of the camera, basically I've found a new way of putting my camera up when I'm in one of the middle I'm using one of the middle tables. The good thing is it means I could probably film more matches, but it means that basically the camera's magnetically attached to the light of the table next to us, so it does sometimes catch the. Obviously, I do that with permission from the people playing on that table. It does sometimes catch them playing their shots. Unfortunately, I've tried to crop the image as much as possible to the table. But you do sometimes see their foreheads coming in. Pretty happy with that one, especially with the rest. Would have rather not had the kiss on the red. I would have been perfect on the green. But as it is, got a shot on the blue. I'm disappointed with that. I'm usually pretty good with those, but is it going to go in the corner? It's not going to go in the corner. So tricky red from for Brendan, queuing off the cushion, trying to dig down on it to hold for the pink. Well, yeah, it was always going to be tough. Doesn't want to put the blue in. No, he hasn't put the blue in. Table's gone a little bit messy. It means scoring opportunities might be difficult. So just rolling that in, hoping for the pink to the middle. Would have rather not been on the cushion, but putting that in and just about come far enough. I think this was probably the wrong shot. I think the red to the left of the table was probably, to the left middle pocket was probably the better shot, but maybe it looked like the angle looks a bit different on this camera than it did in real life. I don't know, but I still tried to put it on the top cushion, whatever, and then I know I'd have the blue, but also make a tricky pot for Brendan. But never mind tricky, he's got that in nicely. Little flick off the black would have been ideal to push that black along the cushion, but it didn't quite work out, so he's just going to have to play a safety shot here, I think. Yeah, he's careful, he doesn't want to put the blue in though. No, he's okay. Nice cue ball on the cushion, so a tricky shot for me. Try to come off one of these two by the pink, and I just miss it completely and catch the blue. So there's 5 points to Brendan. Finish cut to the middle. It's not going to be able to hold for the pinks. He's going to have to come off and on and off the cushion, but he needed to avoid those reds, and he hasn't done so. It was a good pot though, but the blue was always waiting, so blue is now over the cushion, over the pocket. So as long as he gets this blue in and gets away from the pocket, he should have some kind of shot on the red. Oh, but he's just sort of top spinned it, and it's gripped and stayed to the corner. So is he going to take the pot on here? He did. I don't know. Maybe he took the pot on. Probably not. I think he just played it. Well, maybe it's a shot to nothing. So am I taking this long red on? I did take it on. Found a gap. Pretty lucky, really, that I found that gap. If I think I'd got the potting angle right, I wouldn't have got the gap and probably would have been on nothing. So maybe not the right shot to take on. So Brendan just hoping to leave the cue ball on the baulk cushion and put the red back down the table, and he's played it pretty well. The cue ball nearly span all the way along the cushion and in the corner pocket, but the red's come back up the table and left me this really tricky cut, especially where the cue ball is. And again, just tried to play it with pace so that the white would come back to baulk, but ended up catching the black, and now the black has gone the other end of the table, so that's not going to be great for scoring either. That's a nice pot and a nice position shot. The cue ball just seemed to drift to the left there, otherwise I think he would have a nicer shot on the pink. But anyway, he's taking the blue, should be able to get on this other red. I think he's okay. I think it does pass the green, and it doesn't have a lot to do with the cue ball to get on the black. But he's not quite there. Maybe it didn't go. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But it's come back up the table, but I think it's going to be okay. It's going to go on the cushion. But it does mean a fairly easy safety shot for me, as long as I don't put the black in. No, that's okay. That has found the gap though, so that Brendan can get through between the yellow and the blue for this red. Oh, that's a good long pot, but again, just cue ball just drifted to that black cushion, so very tricky. Pink to the middle. Just concentrate on the pot. It's going to be difficult to stay on a red anyway, so just concentrate on the pot. I guess he can't get through to the black, although that's tricky as well. And he's played it. Yeah, he said he played it as a shot to nothing, but it's a good job if the pink didn't go in, otherwise he would have been snookered. But just twice across from me. Didn't intend to get it off the baulk, hit it off the black cushion, so I got the line wrong, but lucky that I played that like that. But I still left Brendan this red, which he's taken nicely. And it's just maybe come a little bit further than he wanted. I think he was trying to get on the blue. I mean, he's on the blue, but it's a bit thinner than he probably would have wanted. Still should be able to get on this red. Just roll this in on and off the black cushion. But he's just kissed the... see, I would have played that, roll it in and come the other side of the pink and red, but he's tried to stud it down and just ends up cannoning. Still on this red though, and he's played it nicely. Train's coming past. He's on the black as well, so this is nice. Good chance to get, well, even win the frame, possible, but at least get a strong lead going into the colours. Didn't quite have the angle he needed on the black though to get out for the yellow, so he's kind of left himself a double, I think, here. Yeah, that's what he's played. Not quite, but it's safe enough. Long yellow for me. Am I going to take it on? I'm going to play safe. Probably take it on. I did take it on. And yeah, Brendan was stood right on the line of that cue ball going in, so saw it even when it was 6 foot away that it was going in. So 20-point lead going into the colours. Going to be very difficult for me to come back from here. Brendan only needs, you know, depending on the value, probably 1 or 2 of these balls. And he's maybe got a snooker here as well. I think he has. And I've missed it. So 27-point lead. So I need all of these just to tie, which is not likely going to happen, is it? Especially now, I need a snooker. And he's got nicely on the green as well. That break is obviously wrong. I need to remember to change that. Oh, he's just missed the green though. That was basically frame ball. I probably wouldn't have played on if he'd got that green in. But I do only need 1 snooker. I did actually go for the pot there and caught the middle pocket, so pretty lucky to not leave anything easier than this for Brendan. But it should be a fairly rudimentary safety shot. Send the green towards the pink and the cue ball up towards the baulk cushion. But he's tried the treble or the double, and it's cost him. There's the foul points that I needed. And I know I always say, like people always say, you need snookers, but you don't need snookers. You need your opponent to foul, basically. Whether that be by missing a snooker escape or by going in off. And I was lucky that Brendan went in off. So I can win with a clearance here. Or I can tie with a clearance, rather. I tried to play the snooker there, but I didn't quite get enough pace on it. So I left this one, but he's caught it too thin. Where's this brown going to end up? It's just run past the middle pocket far enough that I'm not going to attempt to cut this in. So I'm going to play a safety shot. Pretty lucky kiss on the black there, and then pretty lucky that the cue ball avoided the black on the way back down. Just the up and down safety shot from Brendan. Played it well though. Could be a snooker, depending on if his bounce is high enough. No, it's just found it was a fairly big gap between the blue and the black, admittedly, but gap nonetheless. It was a good effort, but it wasn't quite there, and left a chance here for Brendan to put this frame to bed. Can he cut this in? Oh, it's close. He doesn't want to go in off. No, he hasn't gone in off. It's fine. So, don't think I'm taking this on. Yeah, just trying to play safe. Didn't fancy that one. Played that pretty well. figured that it was a chance to get a snooker there. Even though I can tie with the clearance, I figured I'd rather win with the clearance. So I thought there was a decent chance to get a clearance snooker there. So I thought I'd take it. Double kiss, and got away with it. Yeah, aside from Brendan, I did get away with that one. Doubles on though. Yeah, he played it in such a way that he had less chance of getting it, but it meant that the cue ball was going to go safe if he missed it. And just, I would like to say I was playing for that. I don't think I really was. I mean, there's always a chance it could happen, but I was really playing to come twice across and get the brown on the bottom cushion. But I'm pretty happy with that shot. That was a pretty good positional shot. I mean, they're always quite easy when there's barely any other balls on the table, but so again, pretty happy with that shot. Just need to roll this in. Don't think about playing any sort of extravagant hard shot or anything like that. Just roll it in. So, respot, yeah. Brendan didn't actually realise it was a respot there. So yeah, it was a respotted black. Brendan wins the toss and elects to go first. And he plays the up and down, but doesn't quite get the angle right, so it doesn't go up and down the spots, but he gets the weight pretty much perfect, so it's only just off the cushion. So I don't think I'm going to attempt this. Yeah, just trying to get the black down towards its own cushion, but end up hitting it a bit too hard, trying to stun the white and leave a bit of a tempter, but sometimes a tempter's better than a really good safety at this level. And not quite, but the cue ball's good and the black is good as well, so it's just a safety shot from here. It's just a delicate one. I hit it a bit too hard actually. I wanted to leave the black in the middle of the table, but the cue ball on the cushion. So first real chance then for Brendan to put this frame to bed. Oh, that was close. That was very, very close. And he's got a good cue ball though. And this is cuttable, but it's thin. I'm going to take it on because the cue ball's going to come naturally back towards me, as long as I don't leave the black in the jaws. I end up actually overcutting it quite a lot, which was lucky because the black has gone to the cushion. I do hold my hand up there because I didn't get anywhere near that pot. So just kind of a side-to-side shot for Brendan, but the black has just come far enough, so I just need to push this black around the angles and follow it round, and I end up cueing massively across it and throw the frame away. All I needed to do was not foul. So that's the first frame to Brendan. Join us tomorrow for the second frame.